Hey, today I'm going to show you how to install Footwell LEDs on a 2013-2014 Honda Accord. The way that I'm going to wire it up is so that when I unlock the car, the light will be turned on, and when I close the car and so forth, it will fade out with the dome light. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to remove this lower trim piece. All it is held on by a couple clips here and a couple clips down there. And it's also held on by clips up here. So like again, I already went ahead and pried down this part, and I'm gonna take out this part. Just grab it from the bottom and just work your way out, and then just wiggle it out and it should pop open. Okay, there it is. Okay, this wire, I just put it here. It was for my glove box, but I haven't really finished installing yet, so don't mind that. After you're gone, you want to remove all this little tab just so that you can get this out of the way. And in order to remove it, there's a little tab on each side that you just got to press on. For instance, this one is on this side. And just go ahead and remove all these. Now, the socket that you want to see is in here. It's this one where I have the plug. That's the slot that you want to look at. Is this slot right here. And if you look inside the slot, you will see a bunch of pins. Let's see if this will pick it up or not. You see those pins down there? The far left is the positive and the far right is going to be the negative. So what you're going to do is get the positive from the LED strip and then tap it to the very far left pin, and get the negative and tap it to the far right pin down there. What that does is these lights are, this is 12 volt constant on the very left, and then the very right is a negative switch, meaning the light will turn on once you have the doors open. Okay, these are all the stuff that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using 16 gauge or 18 gauge wires for positive and negative. I'm going to be using these sub connectors. You can pick this up at Radio Shack. I'll have the part number in the description. So that I'm going to use this to tap it into the slot that's in the accessory slot. And I'm going to shrink tube them. And this is the LED that I'm going to use. I'm going to either use this one or I'm going to use this one. I haven't decided yet, but after I get all the wiring done, I'm going to put them in the wire loom so it looks like this, like the OEM, and tie them off with some zip ties. Okay, I'm going to quickly show you how to use one of this. When you buy this, it comes in a bunch of packs like this. Just go ahead and break one of them off from the bottom of the base. Okay. Okay, I have one of this right here. Now what I'm gonna do is, you see that bottom right there? They do sell special crimping tools for this, but you don't really need it. You can just go ahead and crimp it with some pliers. That's fine. I have here my black wire, my negative wire that I'm gonna be using, and all I'm gonna be doing is making sure the end of it is tight. Okay, and I'm gonna just stick it in this slot, and then just crimp. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see it, and then just crimp the ends so that it comes down around the thing. So I'll show you in a sec. Okay, there you go. Basically you fold the tabs over so that they're held on. This isn't the perfect way to do it, but it works. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sliding over a shrink tube over here so that this part won't touch the other pins that's next to the connector in that thing, the 8-pin connector in there. So that's what I'm going to do, and then heat and shrink wrap it up here. Okay, here it is. I shrink wrap the tip, and so that when I push them in, this won't be making any contact with the pins on the side. of the positive and negative pins that I'm going to be plugging this in. So the one down there, when I plug this in, for instance, since this one's the negative, I'm going to be plugging into the very far right. I'm going to be plugging into the very far right, that one. Okay, and then the positive, I'm going to be plugging into the far left one right there. And so this has like a little opening clamp like that, so that's how I'm going to slide it in. And once it slides into position, I'm just going to shove it in there and it will stay. Okay. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for the positive. And for these things, they'll come with some positive negative wire. Get 2 of them and just connect them together so you get one lead. And from the one lead, connect it to your 16 gauge wire. And you know, we're just gonna put one here, mount it underneath, and then run your wire like I did right here to the other side and mount it underneath. So that should do it. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave me a comment below and I'll answer it as soon as I can. And thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more videos. And here you go. I just tested the driver's side just to see if it works, and it does. So right now the door is open, so the light is on. If I close the door, the dome light is on right now, and so it should fade out with the dome. See how you can see the dome light's on? There you go. It fades out. So when I open the door, again, the dome light will turn on, right? And because right now the dome light is off. And so when I open the door, they come on again. Here's the finished product. The LEDs are in. They work. Right now I have all the doors closed. Here's the passenger side. And that's the driver's side down there. It's a lot brighter than what you see in the camera. It's just this camera is not that great, so it's not picking it up correctly, but it's not too bright, but it's just bright enough. And there you go. It faded out with the dome. It comes on with the dome. I'm gonna open the door.